I don't wipe my ass, so I do get yeast infections more often than most people. I stopped wiping my ass back in 2020 when COVID happened and everywhere was out of toilet paper. And so I said, okay, I'm just gonna not wipe, I guess. And I realized that it really didn't make much of a difference. I've always struggled with body odor, and no matter what I do, I always just smell. I guess my pheromones are really strong. So the smell doesn't bother me. As far as getting yeast infections, I really don't mind those either, because I've learned that I can experiment with them. I've made cinnamon rolls, I've made bread, and over the course of 4 years, I probably saved $2 not buying yeast from the grocery store. Plus, I've saved money by not buying toilet paper because I'm allergic to a lot of things, and the only brand of toilet paper I could use without giving me a rash was Charmin, and Charmin is insanely expensive. So when I cut out that expense, I realized I might actually be able to save up for a down payment on a house now. And I don't even have to give up my avocado toast or iced lattes.
Story time on how I got fired from Target for stealing them Devour Meals. Damn shame. So y'all know I was the Devour Meal queen. But every time I would go through self-checkout, I just wouldn't scan them. Like, I have like 3 and I wouldn't scan 2. So I noticed at first they started cutting my hours like crazy. Like, I'm talking about 1 shift a week. So I would always be picking up shifts until one day I'm working on the register. And this lady, she never felt like me. She says, they need to see you when back. I'm like, oh, okay, like, promotion? They're like, so, you know all the rules and regulations of theft, right? I'm like, yeah, like, okay, yeah, just making sure, like, you know the rules. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, like, of course, absolutely. Pull out the sheet. Boom. List of Devour Meals. They asked me, so does this sheet look familiar? Do you notice these items that are displayed? I'm like, yeah, I ate those. They're like, yeah, so we noticed, like, when you go to self-checkout, you don't scan all your items. Is that, like, something you learned from TikTok? I'm like, They're like, if you just be honest, we won't call the police. We'll just let you go, and it'll be that. There will be no police involved. So I ended up admitting to them, like, yeah, like, I did end up stealing from the store. Even pointed out each meal. Devour mac and cheese. Alfredo mac and cheese. Devour mac and cheese. Soda. Sprite. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, bitch, you work at the store. So basically, they just appreciated me for my honesty, and they basically said, just pack your things from the locker and head on out. So I'm like, oh, okay. Doing the walk of damn shame. All this to say, don't steal from Target because they let you steal to get a case on you. Embarrassing. I used to work at Target, but I got fired for stealing. Oop, my bad. Shit, like I was just taking a little meal on my break, like, didn't want to swipe it through. You feel me? Arrest me! Okay. Let's get out of here. Oh, and by the way, if y'all ever try to steal clothes from here, you know, like they got shit in the clothes. Yeah, y'all ain't know that. Yeah, they got shit, like, literally in the clothes. You see this right here? You wouldn't think nothing's in here, right? They have top of the line security, yo. Like, I'm dumb as fuck. I don't even know why I did that shit. Like, you work at fucking store and you gonna steal from the fucking store? Like, that's the shit that ain't make no sense. Like, bitch, they have your information, social security, they know your face. Like, I was really confused. Like, bitch, how slow can you be? But, you know, I was young, you know, learned my lesson. I always pay for my shit. But I learned, though.
We're living in a shameless era where people share everything online. No filter, no shame, nothing whatsoever. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. You don't know, it's your favorite island girl, Jody here from the 876. And as you can see, guys, today we're diving into some of the most outrageous things that people have posted online. We're talking about TikTok, to be specific. From way too personal confessions to just cringy overshares. You won't believe what some folks are comfortable putting out in the world for all to see. Ready for some hilarious and total shocking moments. But before we get into the video, guys, please remember to just like this video for your girl. It's an easy and free way to, of course, support my channel. If you're new, please consider joining the Islanders family by, of course, hitting that subscribe button. No, rock and come in. Of course, guys, let me know down in the comments below, have you ever seen something that made you go, Did they really just post that? That kind of moment. Right, guys, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty of things. So there is this couple that decided to participate on a trend that is currently trending on TikTok that is called We Listen and We Don't Judge. Right? So while I'm not here to judge, but I'm definitely side-eyeing them. So this man boldly admits that he dreams about having intimate time with other women while his very evident pregnant partner stands beside him and he's there laughing like, it's some kind of a joke. Sir, you need to read the room, or better yet, read a book about emotional intelligence. This one is definitely worth watching. Let's look.
We listen and we don't judge. So sometimes, how I be having dreams and I'll be sleepwalking and stuff?
Yeah.
Sometimes I be having dreams of having, with other girls, and I wake up and I still give you a kiss. Don't judge me.
Don't piss me off. Already, the first one?
Don't judge. We listen and we don't judge.
I don't even got nothing to say after that. Are you for real?
You just don't want to know who it is. That's all. You don't want to know who these girls are. As long as you don't know that.
No, because now I'm about to turn the camera off and ask you who was it.
No, you don't want to know. Trust me. You don't want to know. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. We listen and we don't judge.
Whenever I'm cooking food and I happen to drop any food on the floor or anything like that, I'm putting it on your plate.
Trifling.
You still eat it. And you say, babe, dinner was so good.
Sure was. A little dirt won't hurt. I mean.
You do not have to wash your hands after you take a My friends think that I'm nasty for this, but hear me out, okay? If you're wiping, you're not touching any poop or anything like that, or like there's a barrier between you and the stuff you would want to wash off your hands. Like all you're touching is toilet paper. Like I could spend those 4 seconds that I would have spent washing my hands doing something more valuable, like watching Netflix or YouTube or something. And I know some people are gonna say, oh, 3-4 seconds, it's dude, 3 to 4 seconds a day adds up to like half an hour over a year. Think about what you could do with an extra half an hour in a year. The only bigger waste of time than washing your hands is probably showering. And don't even get me started on showering.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you while doing the deed?
We didn't even make it that far. That's how fast I had to cut shit off. Let me tell y'all. All right, so like 4 years ago, I was talking to this dude. We had been talking for like 4, maybe 5 months, and we didn't do nothing. Like we didn't kiss, we didn't hug. If we did, it was like a cute little side hug. So I'm saying all that to say the tension was high, okay? So he come over, we talking, we chilling, and then we get to a point where we about to, So we start kissing, everything's cool. He starts like kissing my neck. I'm like, okay. After he's kissing my neck, he's going down, and naturally, it would make sense to go here, right? It would make sense to go here, right? No. This man starts to go here and starts full on making out. No, not making out. Eating out. Like eating out the inside of my elbow. I kid you fucking not. This man is like here with it. Looking at me, making the faces, doing all the things that you would do elsewhere. And he's like, yeah, you like that, don't you? And the whole time I'm just looking at him like, yeah. Like, I don't even know what to say. Why are you eating out the inside of my elbow, sir? I was just like, I gotta get out of here. Like, if this is where it's starting, I have no desire to ignore this pile of clothes. I'm about to fold them. But I have no desire to figure out where it's going. I don't want to do this anyway. I had to make up a lie. I just immediately said, you know what? I think I have to go. No, I know I have to go. All right, this is my house. I had to get out of my house. I'd be like, no, I gotta go. So that means you gotta go. That means we have to leave right now. So, I mean, I don't really know if that was embarrassing for anyone else, but it was embarrassing for me because I had never been in that situation before. You know how awkward it is to wipe up your elbow of someone else's spit?
I know, I'm sorry, honey. with that gas out. Oh my God. That's air.
That's what I did to help her. See that warm?
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah. Keep on going. Let it out, okay? The more you do that, the better you're gonna feel, okay?
No, listen, I am all here for being comfortable in your own skin and you know what, not to take life too seriously, but posting about your colonoscopy symphony, musical, whatever on TikTok was definitely a choice. Some moments are just meant to stay between you and that hospital bed. So I'm not sure if it was she or maybe her partner said, no, the whole world needs to hear this. Honestly, it's giving oversharing gone wild, but at least, you know, she's healthy and clearly unbothered, because if I did me, the whole world never hear this. I've realized that the internet has become a place where nothing is off limits and oversharing is basically practically the norm these days. Personal confessions about relationships to just downright embarrassing moments. People are just putting it all out there for the whole world to see. And then I've realized that the TikTok platform in particular seems to become the haven for those who are ready to just spill all their tea. You know, sometimes it is even to their own detriment. It's definitely incredible at how much vulnerability some users are really willing to expose, not realizing that what they share could easily go viral for the better or even the worse. So for this next share, so this lady came onto TikTok, and share how she takes a bath after wearing the same underwear for a week, 7 whole days. Yeah, she shared it. Not only that, no, sis did not stop there. She actually gave us a product breakdown, you know, a full tutorial vibes. So apparently she sells underwear as well as other things, you know, to fulfill a specific request for men online, if you get what me I say. Listen, I'm not here to shame anyone's hustle, because, you know, we have to do sometimes, you know, play the bill. But yeah, they don't need to make it to the timeline. I would have definitely kept to myself, but since you're already here with me, we're gonna watch it together. Let's watch.
How I take a bath after wearing the same pair of underwear for a week. Make sure your Epsom salts don't have any other thing in it besides the magnesium sulfate. And then apple cider vinegar. Do your research. Ask your doctor about a cup. And then this stuff is secret magic. This healing clay like pulls all the yuck out of you. You can even make a mask and put it on your face. I will link all the things I use in my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out. But I love this routine.
I'm a worker and I've slept with tens of thousands of men, and I've made lots of videos about how terrible a lot of guys' hygiene is. And of course, there's always someone who says, oh, well, do you wash? Of course, I actually use hospital grade antibacterial soap, and I use it everywhere, top to toe, and I use a washcloth to make sure that I'm really scrubbing. Very, very important. I also have hand sanitizer on.
I made the conscious decision to stop washing my hands, I think when I was in college.
Was it college for you?
I don't know. That's when I remember it, because one of my good friends from college also doesn't wash her hands, and it was like how we had that bonding experience. One day I was like, I'm just not gonna wash them. She was like, I'm not either. I don't wash my hands.
I don't really trust people that wash their hands because, well, one, I don't think it does anything to actually wash. It doesn't do anything to actually wash them.
I do wash if I go number 2.
They didn't used to wash them back in like way back in the day when they didn't have, and you would go to the bathroom out in the outhouse. Nobody washed their hands then, and there was less diseases.
I sometimes, like, when my roommate's home, I'll have to like turn the water on because I'm like, I don't want them to think I'm like disgusting.
I'll like text. I'll like turn the water on and like take a text break and be
literally,
like,
I'm like, When you're at work and someone that you know goes into the stall, you're like, well, I guess I'll fake washing my hands now.
We're always in the bathroom with Kate, and I'm always like,
we also don't shower.
This here is exactly why I say no yam from people. Otherwise, be cautious who you're eating from, especially strangers. These 2 ladies got on a podcast and voluntarily, mind you, said that they don't wash their hands because they don't see a reason for it. They even admitted to even pretending to wash their hands when others are around. How do you say that with your chest on a public platform? This must be satire, because I really hope it is. I hope you want joke, because if not, clearly we have bigger problems, because hygiene isn't a suggestion, it's pretty much the bare minimum. I've observed that one thing that stands out is how open people are about their emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. It's just airing out dirty laundry or discussing mental health struggles or even sharing personal secrets. Line between private and public has definitely blurred. Don't get me wrong, while I do understand that some of these posts are genuinely meant to connect or to seek support, others share are just pure shock value. I just can't understand it. Either way, it's clear that the shameless era is in full swing, where no topic is too taboo and every detail is pretty much fair game. This next year that we're about to watch, this lady decided that she wanted the world to know that she was doing the walk of shame. Neck is covered in ickies, and of course she brought it straight to TikTok, because why not? No more Dear Diary. I'm not sure why this needed to be broadcast, because clearly oversharing is the theme of the week, and I think some things are just left best between you, your mirror, and maybe like a turtleneck to kind of cover it up. Let's watch.
Okay, so I am doing my first walk of shame ever. Cute. I broke my purse last night. There we go. Doesn't work. I'm hoping my car isn't towed. We're just rolling with it. Check out those hickeys. Just people looking nice. And then there's me looking like a piece of shit.
I just showed my areola to two people at McDonald's. Yeah. I've been super sick the past 3 weeks, haven't been able to eat, so I lost quite a bit of weight. I lost 14 pounds, and so my clothes are not fitting me like I'm used to. So this dress, for example, I had to tighten the straps on both sides to their max because there's nothing here to fill it out. And I ordered my Big Mac. I got to the first window, and instead of the typical hello, she said, oh. And I thought, well, maybe she thinks I'm beautiful. And I'm making small talk with her. I'm really dragging it out. I go to the second window, I get my food, and I drive off, and as I'm driving off, in the corner of my eye, I see my nipple, and not half of it. Usually, like, you have a little slip. It's half of it. It's like a little corner. It was the whole thing. And I'm not sure if the second girl saw it, but I'm going to assume that the first girl radioed the second girl. That's what I would do anyway. Wasn't much to see. It's more of a hive. It's just like I'm so over life right now that I don't even care. I don't even care.
Okay, TikTok, a question I get asked a lot is, what is my craziest wax experience? So I will tell y'all what the craziest wax experience I've had. And I'm Studio Kitty, I'm a professional waxer, I'm a content creator, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I had a client, I will never put anybody on blast. I had a client, this was a few years ago. She came in, she was all excited to get her wax. She was so happy, she was so overjoyed. She's laying down, I'm like, everything is all fine. I said, Miss, are you on your period? This is like mid-wax. So this is like mid-wax. We're talking, we're chatting. I said, are you on your period, miss? She goes, no, I'm not on my period. I haven't been on my period in a while. I said, well, miss, it's some brown stuff coming out of you. You know what I'm saying? I think you are on your period early. It got silent real quick. And it was like when the Spider-Man's looking at each other, it was like, she said, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, I've been sick all week and I had diarrhea really bad and I think that it's coming back and that's not period blood. Ma'am, did you just shit on my table? Did you just shit on my table, ma'am? I think you did just shit on my table. But I felt bad for the lady. Because it's like, I know that you're mortified right now. You're so embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you. I would be embarrassed. I don't want you to think you can't come back, or I'm going to judge you, or I'm going to just be like, oh my God. Because oh my God, but you just shit on my table. But oh my God, So I made a little joke out of it. I was like, well, I'll charge you $20 shit on my table fee. I made a little joke about it. We laughed, She tipped me very well, I didn't put her on blast or say anything about it. I didn't even tell the story for some years. And she stayed a client and everything was fine, but yeah, somebody shit table while I was waxing yeah.
And I shower every day. The overarching reason is I don't like showering. And every time I give that as a reason, there's always someone who's like, no, that can't be the reason. It's almost too simple for people. So someone has to come in my comments and be like, it's because you're depressed, or it's because you weren't raised right, or, insert random reason. But I'm telling you, even though I may be a depressed, anxious person, the main reason I don't shower every day, like if I add up all the little reasons, is I don't like it. And I guess just like a life tip I have for people is it can be as simple as that. You don't need like these extensively long explanations. You don't have to prove stuff to people. If you don't like eating a certain food, if you don't like showering every day, like as long as you're not hurting people, as long as your lifestyle choices are not gonna cause like you or others to be hurt. And before anyone is like, not showering every day can hurt you. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. So that's another thing is like you can't assume what somebody's lifestyle is doing to them. Because as much as some people on TikTok want to believe that me not getting into the shower every day and like sink washing instead is causing harm, it hasn't. It has yet to cause harm. And I guess the reason I don't like it, like why that's like the big reason, it's sensory issues. It's just all of the stuff that goes into showering. I just don't enjoy. I don't enjoy the feeling of going from standing here like a normal regulated temperature to then getting hot to then getting cold. I have a really hard time regulating my temperature as it is. So that whole process is just not fun for me. I don't like the feeling of wet hair, and I don't like using a hairdryer because I don't like how loud it is. So I'm kind of just stuck with the wet hair for a while. I don't like the feeling of in general just getting out and just like I don't like the feeling. I also have really dry and sensitive skin, so showering every day means that my scalp starts getting really itchy, my eczema starts coming back. I'm just like itchy in general. And the cool thing about life is that I can live mine how I want. You can live yours how you want. You might listen to my reasoning and be like, that doesn't make any sense. And that's fine if it doesn't make sense to you. It makes sense to me. And I think that's like the life tip of the whole thing. Do what makes sense to you. Are some people going to think it's weird? Are people going to judge? They're going to judge you no matter what you do. You don't owe people reasoning and explanation. I'm okay sharing mine because I chose to put it out on the internet. I didn't think it was going to become like a thing, but it did. And I'm okay talking about it because I do not care. Like, is it hurtful when people say hurtful things? Yes. Is it going to get me to change my behavior? No, because I live my life for me and make choices that work for myself. And that's like one thing I would wish for everybody is just do what you want to do. As long as you're not hurting people, live your life.
That last creator wanted her followers to know that she doesn't shower every day. While she's giving her personal reasons like eczema, dry skin, temperature regulation, etc., etc., I can respect that that is her reality. I'm not sure why the whole world needed to know this. And personally, as a Caribbean girl, come from Jamaica, right? Yes, so this is so far from relatable. It typically shower twice per day, every day, because clearly we're living in a warm climate. And even on a lazy weekend, at least once per day at minimum. In my opinion, some things are just better left kept to yourself. Not everything needs to be content. While I'm still going to watch these videos, yes, generally I know that there's an entertaining side to this whole oversharing trend. TikToks are just so absurd or shocking, they become instant hits, leaving the viewers both laughing and cringing. It may seem like people are crossing the line with some of these posts. It also opens up a space for raw, unfiltered humors and real life moments. As much as we might cringe at some of these things that people share, there's no denying that it keeps us coming back for more, aka me, I come back for more. Creators share is less about oversharing or about the second-hand embarrassment. So she was at the gym, right? I mean, I don't want to give it too much, but I like a synopsis. So she was at the gym and she saw a male friend and of course decided to just walk up and playfully, smack him on the butt. Let's watch it to see how it all unfolds.
Hi, I'm just leaving the gym, so you know what that means. It's little drowned rat vibes. Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the most humiliating thing that has ever happened to me. And if you know me, you know that that's saying a lot. Let me tell you the tale. So I used to work out at Planet Fitness, okay? No judgment zone. Not for me. I'm working out. It's in the era of COVID, so everyone's wearing masks. And I see this man, he's wearing a mask and a hat, basically incognito in 2020 language. So it's my friend. And when I say my friend, I mean it's the bartender from the cafe down the street from my apartment. My friend. And I had his number and I see him and I'm like, I'm 98% sure that that's my friend, but mask and the hat, let me text him and find out. So I text him, I say, hey, are you at Planet Fitness right now? because I think I see you. And he goes, oh my gosh, yes, I am. Come say hi. And then he sent another text that says, actually, don't even say hi. Just come up, give me a little spank on the butt. Missed ya. And now I can recognize that's a weird text, right? That's a weird text. But at the time I thought, that's normal. Yeah, that's normal and even funny. And so I get up from my stretch and I'm walking over, you know. I walk up to this guy, slap him on the ass. I say, hey. He turns around and looks at me. It wasn't my friend. It wasn't my friend. He looks at me and I just smacked this man on his little peach. Not little either. Decent sized peach. Pretty cute peach actually. Smack him on the peach. Say, hey. Turns around and looks at me and even still, he looked so much like my friend that I looked at him and it was quiet for a second and we look at I look him in the eyes and I go, is it you? He says, no, it's not me. That was what he said to me. And I said, I'm so sorry. And I literally never went back to Planet Fitness again. I canceled my membership. 1 year and I'm still thriving. 1 year and I'm still driving. Bye.
I'm so embarrassed. Bought this dress at the thrift store because I had to buy a lot of like business attire. I had my interview, went well by the way. I'm on to give me something to eat, but I have to use the restroom. And I'm walking, I go into the restroom, I see a janitor lady, I'm talking to her like, hey, how you doing today? She's Hispanic, so I'm talking to her in Spanish. And she's like, mija, you have a hole in your dress. Bitch! Oh my god! I have a hole in my dress, literally this big in the back, right in between my ass cheeks, so my ass is just hanging out. We went into the stall, and she luckily had a little pin and pinned my dress for me, but she had to lift up my dress, cheeks out and everything. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed, but so grateful that she was there. I swear, God puts people in your life for a reason because, oh my gosh, I'm so happy she was there.
I literally want to start crying right now. I'm gonna be attempting to brush my teeth. Listen, okay, hang on. I have not brushed my teeth in a hot minute. The reason is my teeth are so prone to breaking. Whether I eat, I brush, I floss, my teeth just break. So my gosh, I have so much anxiety right now, I can't even fuck. I to brush my teeth, floss, Listerine, I tried water flosser, and every single time I either slightly chipped a tooth or I broke a whole tooth in half. To the point that I stopped brushing my teeth because I was like, babe, if I'm gonna keep breaking my teeth, brushing them, what's the point? It's been a hot minute. I also can't chew. I don't chew. I haven't chewed food in a year and a half. That's how I broke those 2 molars right up there. I bit into a honey bun, broke my tooth. So I'm gonna use Sensodyne because my gums are extremely sensitive. I'm also having, not wisdom teeth, but my top, middle, and bottom molars are hurting like no other right now. We're gonna be trying this, and then ignore this, okay? It came in a set. I'm gonna use the baby toothbrush because I used to use the regular adult toothbrushes, and then I tried the electric toothbrush, broke more teeth. So we're gonna try a baby one. I'm also documenting this for myself. I don't know if I'm gonna post this, okay? If I do post it, I'm posting it not because I'm embarrassed or because I don't know what the word is, but I'm posting it because I know there's other people out in the world who struggle with the same thing I do. Poor genetics, okay? I've met people. Leave me alone. I am literally like gonna start crying because I know it's gonna hurt. Abby, you can do this. Be a woman. You got this. Okay, I want to make sure the toothbrush is as soft as possible. I'm gonna start crying. Oh my gosh, I am shaking. Oh my gosh, come on, please. Oh my god, I'm scared. I am terrified to do it here. I knew I chipped a tooth. Knew it. And that molar? Yeah. Pissed. Oh my gosh, that's so uncomfortable. First molar, I don't know, but it fucking hurts. I'm so mad about that molar. I can't. Fantastic, that one's broken. I literally just want to go cry in a hole. Please. My sensitivity is right here and my pain is on my molars. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna take some Listerine though. It says that I does not taste good. I'm really
broke a molar. That's you're going through something similar, or you know somebody who's going through something similar, you're not alone. Okay. Do I want to get my teeth fixed? Would love to get my teeth fixed. Do I have the money to get my teeth fixed? No, I don't have the money to get my teeth fixed. Had to GoFundMe and I deleted it. I don't know. Just one day I would love to be able to pay for it myself, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I have some money in savings, but this is gonna be like thousands of dollars and I don't make thousands of dollars. Anyways, thank you for watching.
Oh, that last video really put things into perspective about what some people are really dealing with in silence. This lady shared that she can't brush her teeth for years properly because how fragile her teeth are. They're easily to break even from eating solid food. Clearly, she tried brushing using even a baby toothbrush. But unfortunately, she still end up with a chipped tooth and now dealing with the pain as well as the sensitivity. Honestly, it's not about judgment, but more bringing awareness. And if you're in the position to help her name is Abby, ABI Burnley, and her TikTok is also linked down in my description box. All right. So guys, this is where we're going to wrap up today's video. And this was definitely a roller coaster of oversharing. It is definitely crazy to see how much people are willing to put out there for the whole world to see. And let me know, what do you guys think of this new shameless era? Am I just overreacting, or is the internet just being the internet? So sound off in the comments below. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Turn on your post notification so you'll be notified every time I upload another video. And if you want to continue to watch more amazing relatable stories like these, you can go ahead and click that up next video right here, so, and enjoy the day away. As per usual, guys, thank you so much for sticking around with me until the end of another video. My name is Jody and I aspire to inspire. Until next time, guys, walk good.